I have this amazing client with whom I love, and I have been saying to them for the last 3 years, you need to give up on this. You need to let this person go. He doesn't want to be with you, and all you're doing is amplifying the connection that's meant to have disappeared. I get these questions about the man that stepped into the elevator yesterday. I don't know his birthday. I don't know what he looks like. I can't remember, but I knew when I saw him that he was the one. And I want to do a binding with him. You didn't come here to be in a relationship that absolutely destroys you, that you are crying every night, that you are having to force them to love you. Because if you're forcing someone to love you, it won't last. Welcome to Tea with the Priestess, and this week's cup is a cute little cup that I have picked up from Byron Bay. So Byron Bay is northern New South Wales and has the most remarkable, beautiful lighthouse walk. It's a very long walk, but it's beautiful. We got to the top and there was dolphins swimming underneath in the water and it was magical. And on the last day, I knew I was coming back home, and the following weekend was going to be Mother's Day, and I was like, okay, I need something that I'm going to gift myself for Mother's Day. And I came across this gorgeous, gorgeous little teacup in a little gift shop made by a local artist, and it has the most adorable little rims. This week I am drinking spearmint tea. What are you drinking in your cup this week? Well, Hollywood has a lot to answer for. It's not let's light a candle, say a few words, and then he's going to fall madly in love with us. I'm not sure how many of us actually believe that that's the way it works, yet there's so many people out there selling that experience. This week we're going to jump into, do love spells really make them fall in love with you? And I cannot wait to dive deeper, because the candles, the chants, and all the magic that is included in a ritual, whilst amazing, can it make someone fall in love with you when they don't know you exist? I wonder. Grab your tea, let's sit down and let's have a conversation about it, because I can't wait to go deeper into this with you today. Spells are my thing. I love ritual work. Ritual work is as simple as pouring a cup of tea for me, and I often do rituals with my tea. And then I have really elaborate ritual work that I do as well. One thing that I know for sure over my many, many, many years of spell casting is that just taking an individual that is unknown to another individual and hoping to bind them, create momentum between them, is not really how it works. And unfortunately, we've been absolutely sold a lie. As a former Etsy witch who has been through all the different client bases, I can tell you today that if you are hoping to bind someone to you, if you are hoping to get someone super obsessed with you, then you need to know them first. And I question whether or not that is even the right course of action for you. Now, a lot of you have probably dived into this before, where you've thought about the karmic situation around spell work in general. And I often, get that image of the beautiful wheel of, what is it? The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune in our tarot deck. I wish I had it in front of me, but I don't. So our beautiful Wheel of Fortune in the tarot deck is very karmic. And what I love about that particular card is it really amplifies our understanding around how things come and go. Because on the actual card itself, particularly my one, the Egyptian tarot deck, it has all these spiritual beings and human forms right in the middle, around people coming and going. The wheel turns, someone falls off, someone new gets on, and there's everyone kind of holding on to this wheel. And I often think about that in the way that it relates to karma with ritual work. And the reason for that is that we have people that come and go out of our lives, and they are meant to. I often wonder if we weren't so busy trying to make people stay in our world when they don't want to be there, if we're not preventing that wheel from turning in the direction that it's meant to, so we can receive who is meant for us. I want you to think about this. I invite you to think about this. Imagine that you're with somebody and they're not showing you the love that you really want, and they are trying to break up with you. And you're like, no way, we need to keep this connection. Now, ethically, can you do that? Absolutely, you can. Karmically, is it a great idea? I'll leave that up to you. What I really witness though, is that when you are trying to keep that person on the wheel, you're trying to keep them in your timeline, which is basically what the wheel represents. It's preventing new contracts from coming in. And so what I find really fascinating is when people want to hold on to contracts that are meant to end. Contracts are our life lessons. Contracts are here because we are meant to evolve and change. And if we hold on to a contract that the lesson has been completed, I wonder what you're preventing from coming into your life. And let me tell you, I have this amazing client with whom I love, and I have been saying to them for the last 3 years, you need to give up on this. You need to let this person go. He doesn't want to be with you, and all you're doing is amplifying the connection that's meant to have disappeared. And it's preventing you from moving into a higher timeline. In fact, what I'm watching happen in her world is she's going lower and lower and lower in frequency. She's reaching out to all the Etsy witches, trying to get them and their AI sort of thing that they've got going on into staying with him. And she's pulling at the cords and she's wrapping them around her, and she's hopeful that it's going to land. And you know, there's times when you pull on something so much that you want that it will stay longer and longer. It doesn't mean it's right for you. Personally, I kind of wonder why you would want to be with someone that clearly doesn't want to be with you. If I had someone that every Friday night tries to break up with me because they're going off to do whatever, and then they'll come back to me on a Monday, I've got to question the intention behind that. And I've got to work out my worth. And that's the part of love rituals that I love. Your worth, where you amplify your self-love, where you work with a partner that wants to be in the relationship and you do relationship healing. Maybe you do a love binding with both consensual adults that want to go deeper. Now, not all my clients are people that are seeking love. A lot of my clients have received the love that they're after, that are in relationships that, you know, are relationships, because relationships have ups and downs no matter who you're with, whether it be a soul contract, a twin flame, all the different terminologies that we have around that, right? What I find interesting is the moment that they do any self-love work, whether it be a self-love ritual that I do, whether it be a meditation and activation that I provide with them, whether they're doing something completely different on their own, their relationship gets better. And why is that? Because when you're energetically connected with someone, if they are meant to be on this journey with you, then they will amplify with you. Not always at the same level. Like my husband, a beautiful man who is very soul contracted to me, and you know, we all have our ups and downs. He is not in the spiritual realm up here. He's very much three-dimensional, right? But I know when I am lifting high frequency, when I'm at my highest and best, our relationship is too. And so love rituals are not like Hollywood. It's not like Bewitched, where she wiggles her nose and she makes him do everything that, he doesn't want to do. It's not like that at all. And we've been sold a lie. And what we're being sold is really dangerous. Because karmically, low vibrational energy if you are going against somebody else's will. However, it's actually worse than that. And what's worse than that is it's affecting your timeline. Because where do you want to be on your path? Do you want to be stuck with somebody that doesn't want to be with you? Or do you want to be sitting at a high frequency, activated quantum field in your highest timeline to bring in your next soul contract? Because I tell you, we have many. We don't have just the one. So holding on to the one is not always our path forward. Sometimes it is. Now, love work around relationship healings is amazing. Love work around self-love, amazing. Binding rituals, when you have two consenting adults that want to get closer together and they want to amplify their relationship, absolutely amazing. It's interesting though, the people that want to do obsession rituals, love bindings around people that you're not meant to be with, how it will work for a period of time. And then it's like, oh, I need to do another one. I need to do another one. I need to do another one. If your partner is saying to you very clearly, I don't want this. This relationship isn't for me. I'm interested in someone else. Then let them go. Because all you're doing to yourself is prolonging the pain and prolonging your ability to find the right one. Now, we do a lot of timeline opening, a lot of soul contract work where we are amplifying and opening the quantum to receive the next relationship. Now, you can call it whatever you like. There's so many different terminologies with relationship contracts. I just call them soul contracts, but you take that out and call it whatever you like, whatever feels good for you. We want to amplify the opportunity for that person to step in. And we do that by getting your energy right. We do that by getting your timeline open and ready and the quantum activated. Because we want to be stepping into our highest and best. That beautiful karmic wheel, that wheel of fortune that we see in the tarot deck, we want it to spin. We don't want it to go so fast that people come and go so quickly. But we do want to receive our lessons because we didn't come here for everything to be perfect. But you did not come here. And I want this to be so clear out of everything you take away today. You didn't come here to be in a relationship that absolutely destroys you, that you are crying every night, that you are having to force them to love you. Because if you're forcing someone to love you, it won't last. They should choose you. And that's not to say relationships don't go up and down, because they do. That's how it works, because we're learning from each other. We're each other's mirrors. We're meant to have disagreements. We're meant to renegotiate how we receive and give love. That's how it's meant to happen. And that's how growth comes. And there are so many beautiful ways in which I always say a love spell is an amazing opportunity. There's also a lot of times that I've turned clients away and I've said, no way, actually not happening. Because I feel that it's not aligned. And sometimes, just sometimes, I get these questions about the man that stepped into the elevator yesterday. I don't know his birthday. I don't know what he looks like. I can't remember, but I knew when I saw him that he was the one. And I want to do a binding with him. And I have to question that. And I have to say, well, I'm not your person. You need to go and find someone else that is very happy to do that, because that's not me. One, we're working with energy, so you need to know who you're working with. You can't just tap into an imaginary person that there's a million people in elevators yesterday, let me tell you. And if you're trying to find that one particular person and that one particular energy to work with, then it's going to take a long time. If I don't even think it's possible, honestly. I'm not your person if that is your dream. I get those clients. And I wonder if you are one of those people that have seen as you were walking down the street or in the elevator, elevators seem to have a way of doing something with relationships. It's quite interesting. The amount of people I have spoken to that have met their partners in elevators. But anyway, it's a story for another time. When you are walking down the street in the elevator and you see that person and you have a pull towards them, but you don't do anything, and then you want to do ritual work on them, I want you to sit back and think, who could that person potentially in the darkest form be? How do you know you're not wanting to bind yourself to someone that, one, is already in a marriage and has children, two, could be a psycho killer? Let's be real about it. And three, might be an absolutely horrible partner that treats you so poorly. You don't know them. You had a pull towards them. That could be for so many different reasons. That doesn't mean that we jump on a marketplace and we ask some AI to do a particular ritual for us. That's not what you want to do. You want to go, that's an interesting thing to have happened, and set the intention that maybe if they are meant for you, if they are part of your highest and best timeline, that you get a chance to meet them again in an environment where you get to actually speak and ask some questions and get to know each other. Because not only will it not work, but if it did, what if? What if it's not the right person? All you've done is create some pretty big heartbreak for yourself and some pretty big life lessons at the same time. So until next time, I invite you to go deep with your beautiful relationships that you have, or open yourself up for what's to be received. And if you're in a relationship with somebody that on Friday night wants to break up with you to get back together with you on a Monday morning, can you please close the door on that one? That contract is done. You deserve better. Until next time, keep your protection strong, drink your tea hot, and lift your vibration so beautiful and high that everyone around you wonders what you're doing or what tea you're drinking.